So the big question is this: how are marketers like us, who don't cut corners and rely on hype-filled, black hat, scammy marketing, who are always focused on providing value first and over-delivering for our customers with every single purchase they make, how do we market our products and services in a way that allows us to get our message out into the world, dominate the competition, and create a lifestyle of freedom and abundance without sacrificing sales and profit? That's the riddle, and on this show, you'll find the answer. Hey, my name's Misha Wilson, and welcome to Marketing with Misha.
What is going on, everyone? Misha Wilson here, coming at you for another episode of Marketing with Misha. Just getting home from the gym, and figured I'd go ahead and bang this out before I go ahead and get inside and get back to work. Let me know what your name is and where you're coming in from. Today I want to talk about one thing that you should never forget, one thing that if harnessed correctly in your marketing will help you relate more to your customers to relate more to you, have stronger levels of identification, and at the end of the day, make way more sales. So as always, if you guys get value, don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, heart, share, all that jazz. And with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and dive right in. So I actually want to tell a little story here today and kind of share an insight from a conversation that I had from an actual old mentor, a conversation that I had today. So, you know, I every now and then reconnect with people that I've worked with in the past, reconnect with people that, you know, are some of the best and most brilliant minds in the industry, people that I looked up to and still do look up to, you know, in such a big, large way. People have impacted my life. Every now and then I'll get those people on the phone. And that's what happened earlier today. I got someone on the phone that I wholeheartedly love and someone who helped me so much in kind of my journey to see success in internet marketing. And we were just kind of talking about stuff and talking about how businesses, talking about stuff that we've dealt with, talking about, you know, successes we've had, talking about failures that we've had. And that's where this lesson kind of actually came up. So I was talking to him, and this is a marketer who is literally probably one of the best, if not the best of the best marketers in our industry. And he's kind of been, you know, a little bit more quiet for a while, been doing behind the scenes stuff, right? And he asked me just, you know, what are some of the challenges that you've dealt with in your business? And I mean, it's funny when you run, you know, a bigger business and you have a staff and you have a bunch of moving parts and you have a team and, you know, you have everything that has to happen just correctly for the business to work. Sometimes it's really easy to feel like something's always wrong, right? Something's always broken. You're always kind of fighting some issue. You're always trying to overcome some hurdle. You're always trying to get over some hump. And then the minute you get over that hump, you have that next thing that you got to overcome. And I've been very public and very open about my failures. A lot of people kind of try to hide it and act like they never have any failures, but we've had them all, right? We've had, you know, merchant accounts not send us money, holding hundreds of thousands of dollars. We've had, you know, email lists shut down, hundreds of thousands of leads on email lists shut down and terminated. We've had, you know, stuff go wrong when it comes to the staff, and having key people on the staff bail out at really important times in the company when I wasn't prepared. We've had, you know, stuff where we've hosted big events at the wrong time and we've had like 30 people come to the event when the target was to have 100 or 150 people. And I'm very open and honest about the different times that I've just totally fucked up in my journey, right? And one of kind of the core human weird beliefs that people tend to have is, yeah, but you know, they haven't dealt what I've dealt with. So one of the things that when you're talking with people, you'll kind of hear over and over and over again is the fact that people think that no one else has experienced the same problems that they have. No one else has experienced the same hardships that they have. No one else has experienced, you know, the hardships to the level that they have. Yeah, they've experienced some probably, you know, hardships, but not like I have. And what was really interesting about the conversation with my old mentor here today was that the minute that I started talking about some of the stuff that we've dealt with, all of the stuff that we've dealt with, right? He started talking about the things that he's dealt with, and literally it was like listening to me if I were to sit there and list out all the different things that I've dealt with, all the different things that I've banged my head up against the wall with, all the different things that I feel like, fuck, like these things are just holding me back, and these things are, you know, yeah, they've dealt with them, but they haven't dealt with them at the same level that I've dealt with them. And he literally pretty much listed out the exact problems that I had, the exact situations that he found himself in, the exact problems that arose, the exact cash flow issues, staffing issues, lead flow issues, merchant account issues, back-end sales issues, you know, everything in between. It was literally like listening to me if I listed them all out. And it reminded me of a quote, and I might get it wrong, but it's something along the lines of, that which is most personal. I think that which seems most personal is also always most general. And very simply what it means is that when you have that problem, when you have that thing that you're dealing with that seems like such an intimate personal problem, where, you know, this thing is so bad that it must just be something that I'm dealing with and no one else is, that's the moment where you got to realize that thing you're dealing with, hundreds, thousands, hundreds of thousands of other people have dealt with it. No matter what it is in your marketing journey, you know, a Facebook ad account getting shut down, an autoresponder account getting shut down, a merchant account getting shut down, cash flow issues, negative ROI, you know, email list open rates being terrible. I always hear that from students, right? Whatever that issue is that seems like it's more personal to you than anyone else, that seems like, God, you know, I'm dealing with this in a bigger, broader, stronger way than everyone else. That is the moment that you have to realize that that's the problem that everyone else is also dealing with, even if it feels totally contradictory. And at that point in time, and as always, give me some comments, likes, hearts, and shares, subscribe if you're getting value. At that point in time, there's a few things to focus on. Firstly, understand that everyone else has also dealt with the same problem. So the successful people, they dealt with the problem, but they kept going. The successful people, they had that hurdle, but they jumped over it. The successful people, they came to a point where, you know, they were knocking their head against the wall, and they figured out how to get over the wall instead of stopping. And that ultimately is the thing that will make or break your success. That ultimately is the thing that can propel you towards success or keep you from hitting your goal, whatever your goal may be, right? So firstly, just at a pure motivational level, understand that if you're telling yourself the story of, God, I have this problem and no one else has had this problem, that's total bullshit, and you're lying to yourself, because they've all had that problem, all the successful people you're looking up to, and they've all figured out a way to get over it, right? So firstly, from that perspective, and then secondly, from a marketing perspective, understand that when you're dealing with that problem, your prospects also are. When you're dealing with that situation, your prospects also are, all right? And so if you can then tell the story of what it felt like to deal with that situation, and message in your marketing that you've dealt with that situation, that you've dealt with that problem, that you've had that pain, but you figured out how to overcome it, but you kept going, and you figured out, you know, how to create your breakthrough. And if you can create that level of identification and relatability with your audience, where you're letting your audience know that that big problem that they feel like is very personal to them, well, guess what? You've actually experienced that too, and you found the way to create success. That's the fastest path to trust, and the fastest path to relatability, and the fastest path to, at the end of the day, make more sales in your business. All right, so remember the principle. That which is most personal is always that which is most general. I might be butchering the quote just a little bit, but that is the message. And at the end of the day, remember that when you're dealing with hardships, everyone else out there has most likely dealt with the exact same hardships that you are. And at the end of the day, you can continue to work, and you continue to move forward, you can continue to overcome those hurdles, or you can let them hold you back. And hey, if you're a good marketer, you can even use it to your advantage with relatability, identification, trust building, and at the end of the day, another source to make more sales. So with that said, I hope you got a ton of value. If you did, don't forget to comment, like, heart, and share. Don't forget to go ahead and hit that subscribe button right down at the bottom of this video. I appreciate each and every single one of you. And until next time, over and out.